Hello everyone, in this recording I'm going to demo the last assignment in the second analytic project, building a dashboard using the Excel pivot tables. When you open Lab 3.7, you will see 3 linked worksheets inside the file. So this is different from the prior pivot table we practiced. You only have one worksheet. You want to check the pivot table relationships between the variables in the worksheets. And in this practice, we have 3 tables. The first one, you see the sales transactions. So that's the main table. We have the date, invoices, customer ID, SKU, which normally the description for the products, and the sales price per unit, and the quantity sold. So this is like your sales order table. Then we have a table focused on the customer information, like your customer database, and you have your customer ID and then their names and contact information. And this table is linked to the sales transaction by the customer ID. And the linked database, or we call related database, we'll touch those on chapter 5. Because here, again, if I want to know more details of the customer, I only need to refer this ID, so 3009, and look for 3009 in the customer table. I will be able to know the details. So I wouldn't need all of this additional contact information in the sales transaction. Okay, so make each table has a special focus, but they are linked together so we can extract information from the different worksheets. And also we have a third table focusing on the description of the SKU. So SKU related to the name of the products and also the sales price and the cost per unit. Oh, and this one, the product table is linked to the sales transaction by the SKU ID. So it's also linked. If you want to know more information about the product itself, you can use this SKU number and then search through the different products. So a relational database is you have multiple tables or multiple database, and each one focuses on specific information, like has a focus on the sales order, customer, or the product. So we can contain each of the focused information in each of the worksheets, but they are linked. You also can do the cross-table search. So it's more efficient and avoid errors and mistakes. And the link or the relationship, okay, they already built up for you. And in chapter 5, we will go over how to build the relationships. But here we just use the tables we already have here. So in this assignment is required to create, I believe, 3 pivot tables and also 2 slicers. The slicer is like the filter. After you finish the pivot table and the charts, I want to use a filter. For example, I want to use the state, like the customer, the state. Okay, I want to check the sales in 1 or 2 of the specific states. Okay, use the state as a filter and also use a description. Okay, we will see this step by step. First, if you want to start a pivot table for related database, okay, all of the 3 tables, I can start from any of the worksheets we have here, or the tables. So you can start from the sales, or customer, or the product, but given they are already linked together. So I will start from the product table. So make sure again your mouse is inside the table range, and then insert pivot table. And the important thing different from the prior make sure you add. So check this, add this data to the data model. And this indicate we want to analyze all of the tables together. So not only the products, including the two other tables, the sales table and the customer table, because they are linked to the products. So overall is a data model. And if you don't check this one later, you only can find the variables from the product, but not from the other tables. And we want the analysis to appear in a new worksheet. So we then click OK. So this is pretty much similar to the prior pivot table we did. But this time, so let's click on, right now I'm on the active table is product because that's where I started. And then, but change to the all, so you will be able to see all of the table, like the columns from all of the tables. So you can expand and show all of the variables, the columns. Okay, so you can pick and choose to construct your pivot table. The first one, I'm going to use a pivot relationship. So between the description, like the product type, so this one will be the row, and then the sum of the sales quantity, okay, like quantity sold. I drag to the values, and you know the default calculation is the sum, okay, already. So if you like, I want to call this is the product description, right? Product description, and then sum of the quantity I can call total sales quantity. So this is not required by the question, okay, but I just want to make it so looks better, okay, like a real dashboard. So you have a summary for the product description and the total sales quantity. And then from here, I'm going to create a chart visualization, right? So not only the tables, the visualization, the chart or graph. And again, okay, if you want to enhance your analysis, you can sort. Okay, sort, like for example, I want to sort by the sales quantity from largest to smallest. So I can use from here and right click and sort from large to smallest. So this is better than, right? So from here you can choose like the top 5 or top 3 products we sold. Then building the pivot chart. So make sure your mouse is inside your pivot table and then click on the analyzer or pivot table analyzer. And there is a direct pivot chart option. Is give you almost similar to the chart options using the regular worksheets. I'm going to use a regular column chart. So it's already sorted. And I will put it here. Okay, so it's connect with the table we have here. And if you want to enlarge it, and again, you can change, like adding the, for example, adding the data labels, right? That's probably an option. Legend, we already have it. We all adding the, so you can see the sales quantity. We already, I know I have something here, but this one you can delete, okay, if you really don't need it. And remove field. Oh, remove that one. I think probably this one you can hide. Yeah, hide or field. Yeah, this one. So you can't remove, but you can hide it. So the first pivot table and is related charts. Okay, so that's, you can use it for presentation. And then second one, we are going to build another pivot table. Rather than starting from scratch, there is a shortcut. So I can copy, or you can use the copy to home. Okay, so click on the chart and using the copy from the home screen and paste. Oh, I'm not like the chart. Okay, this one. So copy the pivot table and paste. Oh, sorry. So it should be the whole table. So you can start from scratch if you like, but I want all of the analysis appear in the same chart. Okay, so in the same worksheet. So paste. And then from here, I can adjust the variables I choose. I'm going to remove the sales quantity, leave the description. But this time, I want to find the total number of invoices. And the invoices is in the sales transaction. Okay, so move the invoice to the value and change the calculation, the value field setting to count. So count of invoices. So, and you also can change the name from here. I will call number of invoices, okay, or number of the sales. And you can see product description and the number of invoices. And again, you can sort. Okay, that means how many sales related to each product. The first table is the sales quantity, and this is the number of invoices. So I can click any number on the invoice and ask to sort from largest to smallest. And finally, create a pivot chart going to show the graph. So make sure here, go to the pivot table analyzer, pivot chart, and use the bar charts and okay. So put it along with the table. And adding probably the data label. And this one you can see the number of the invoices. Since I already have, but I wanted it to be here. Okay, so and then we hide the field buttons. So second analysis, and then again copy. I already copied. Okay, I think I still can. Oh no, I still need to copy. So copy this and paste to a third and the last pivot table. So copy and paste. And for this pivot, the third pivot table, I'm going to change the variables to date and the number of invoices and also the sales quantity with the date. With date will be a time variable, right? So time series. And then I already have the invoices, but I'm going to add the quantity sold as the second variable. Yeah, that's exact. So two data series related to the time. And then let's construct the final, a line chart for the time series. So pivot table analyze the pivot chart and the line. And you will see two data series. What I did. Oh, I want to move this legend, right? So legend under the chart options. We have two theories. The blue one indicates the number of the invoices, right? So the range is much smaller than the total quantities sold. So that's your legend. And if you like, you can probably move the legend to the bottom, or if you don't like this on the right. So chart area, your legend, and this one can move. Design. Yeah, remember what we did yesterday? So the chart elements, the legend, I can move to the bottom. Yeah, I think this is better. And I think I will just leave it at this. Okay, and the horizontal is the date. Okay, define this one. If you don't really need it, I can remove. No, not this, remove. So, but this again hide. If I hide, I will lose the. Yeah, but here, yeah, we all see that the blue and the one. Okay, this will be fun. To remove again, hide the value field. So 3 pivot tables with their related chart options. And finally, I'm going to add a filter or they call slicer for people to pick and choose the different products or the different date. And this one, so I'm going to, the slicer is an enhancement, okay, for your pivot table options. So first I'm going to choose the first one and go back to the pivot chart, analyze. No. So you can choose from here. Slicer, okay, just understand it like as a filter. So insert a slicer. I'm going to choose the, let me see, state. So state is under the, make sure it like is under all. Okay, if you're under the active, you wouldn't see the state because I haven't used the customer table yet. Okay, make sure you have all, then you will be able to see the state is one filter and then the description. So 2 slicers. And then you will see these 2 slicers and move it, okay, to a place so not overlapping. So move, like probably on the right side. And we will refine, okay, like adjust the slicers. First, the state. Okay, the state variable, I want this state variable apply to all of the 3 tables and charts. But when you create the slicer, you know, I created from the first chart, right? But I need to link to the other 2 charts. So for this, highlight the first slicer, the state slicer, and somewhere right click. Somewhere, okay, if you don't see it immediately, move it around. So right click the slicer and then looking for here, so report connection. So we want to connect to the other 3 or 4. Yeah, but because I may create something and delete it. Let me see. Because I have other tables in here. Okay, so I will choose this one. That's like someone I created yesterday. So, but I'm gonna do. But when you have it, make sure you check all of the pivot tables you have. Okay, I'm gonna to also check all of those. So that will make sure this slicer not work on the charts we started, but also works for other charts in the whole dashboard. Or you can pick and choose which pivot chart you want this slicer related to. So I'm click on OK. Okay. So even you wouldn't see anything. Now let's try. So if I click on Arizona, you can see all of the 3 charts will be changed according to your filter. Okay, so let's go back. And then if you change it to Kansas or Missouri, okay, If you want to choose two, I believe you can hold on the control. You can choose two states. Okay. But if you want to clean the choices, we just use like clean the filter and it go back to the total, okay, original. And also I think, if you click on here and click on the slicer design, and you can change like the setting, also like the size, okay, make it wider from the column, like how many columns you wanted to show, the height and the width. I think if you click on here and then this, you can change the name. Right click, okay, again, right click, slicer settings, okay, you can change the name, okay, like state slicer. So that the first slicer work for all of the charts. And the second slicer, the description. Oh, you can see first, we need to scroll up and down to see all of the choices. Okay, for this one, I probably want to make it multiple columns so I can see all of the slicers filter options. So make sure on here, go to the slicer, and I want to increase the column, and probably 3 column will be enough, and I make it wider, and you can see this is better, right? So than the original. I see all of the slicers, and this one we only needed to link to the last table. We like the description, for example. Okay. Report connection. Okay, this one I only wanted to link to the last. Okay, this third, the final period chart. So, and then you can uncheck. Okay, only make sure is linked to the third table and graph we created. Okay, only work for that one. Then you click OK. And now if you can see, if I click on any of the description, the first two charts and the table wouldn't change. But the third one, okay, this one will react to the one we have here, because I put the slicer in the top, so you can move around to see the change. And then also you can change the name of the second slicer. Now you can say product, okay, like description, slicer or something. And you also can change maybe like the colors, right? So I want to use some different color, and this is another color of the whole chart. And click all, you can see. And this is really a brief dashboard, okay, like for presentation. And if I don't want the tables, I only want the charts, okay, I can copy and paste the charts in a black worksheet, okay, like make it more graphical and adding some more graphical design elements to make it better for presentation and communication. So this is the simulation for dashboard, like visualization, so combined visualization practice. And when you upload, okay, if you are already at this point, make sure when you upload all of your tape, like the practice, upload your original Excel. So we don't just make screenshots. It's hard to do screenshots, but upload all of your 4 Excel files under the different lab assignment.